Congratulations, Nigeria Flying Eagles, for the fact that they won the bronze medal right now, making it the 4th time that will be winning this. Congrats to Nigerians across the globe. Well, welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. It's time to look at the match just being played over there in Egypt at the Cairo International Stadium between Flying Eagles and the Tunisia Under-20 team. Flying Eagles beat Tunisia to lift 4th bronze in that competition. Good one for our team Under-20 AFCON. We qualified for the World Cup and we also took the 3rd place. To talk about this, we have Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Adeni, good evening. It's my pleasure being here.
Good. At least your prediction came to pass.
Sorry?
Your prediction.
You know, you are one of those that don't really believe in our Nigerian...
Myself or
I'm talking about you.
No, I'm a Nigerian. I'm not from Congo.
When I told you in the morning, during the morning show that we are winning the match tonight, and it's going to be the 4th time that we are winning the bronze. We are setting another record. You said, let's see. That was what
do you know
said.
why I said that? Because I remember when we were about playing Gambia. I know how many people that say, we roast Gambia. In fact, a lot of English were coming in, but now Gambia actually roasted us.
Okay, they didn't. No, we're not roasted.
No, when
they beat us, but we trashed Tunisia.
Okay, I agree.
There are different between.
No, what I'm trying to say
collecting
is
Woto and we lost a match. So that's just the two different.
But at least we lost against Gambia. So, but now we were able to do it against Tunisia. That's a good one.
If you watch the competition very well, and you will know it will be difficult for us to beat the Gambian team. That's the truth. They've been very fantastic together with the Senegalese team from the World Let's Go when they started the competition. So they've already been picked as the best 2 teams in this competition. So if you look at the first 11 from this competition in the group stage, the quarterfinal, you'll see you have a lot of Senegalese and Gambian players. We only had our own Solomon, the defender that made up the first 11. So from there you will see that they have what it takes. That is the truth. You know, if you're analyzing football, you shouldn't be sentimental about it that because it is Nigeria, it is Nigeria, it is Nigeria. No, it's very clear. I knew we are going to beat the Tunisian team. Why? If you look at the team in this competition, they only managed to win 1 match from the group stage. They won 1, they drew 1, they lost 1. Then in the quarterfinal, they won via penalty. So they have not been very good when it comes to attacking wise. That's the truth. But if you look at the Nigerian team also, yes, we didn't start very well based on the reason why I explained in the morning that most of the players that we are used to, that we know that they will have done very well there, they didn't go because of the age issue, which I very proud of as a Nigerian. We can hold our head high that we won the competition not because we go with overage players. And if you look at the players also, if you look at the competition between when we started and before the final match, we scored 4 goals. 4 goals in 5 matches. Against Egypt, we scored a goal. Against Mozambique, we scored 2 goals. Then against Gambia, we scored 1 goal.
No, Uganda.
Sorry. We scored 1 goal, making 4 goals. And today, we scored how many goals? We scored 4 goals. That shows that the team, they are progressing. Our match against Gambia that we lost, we had 23 shots, 5 on target, and no goal at all. But our match today, we had 20 shots, we have 6 shots on target, and we scored 4 goals. So from the 6 shots on target, we are able to convert 4 into goal. That means we are clinical. We are improving. They are improving. As far as I'm concerned, I'm proud once again today to be a Nigerian because they made us proud.
A good one there coming from Olawale Peters. You just saw there one of those goals being scored by Jude Sunday. He got a brace in this particular encounter. Good one for Flying Eagles. They were able to do this. Let's look at the results as it went down. Talking about the Flying Eagles playing against Tunisia there. Ibrahim Muhammad scored the 9th minute. Ahmed Abdullahi for the 6th. Jude Sunday 48. Jude Sunday also made it in the 98th minute to make it 4 anyway. That was done before the 4th goal was added. So we actually have 4 goals there, making it Nigeria 4, Tunisia 0.
Yeah, and just like what happens between the Rivers United that we said in the morning, when you're playing a match and you have an early goal. In fact, when we scored our first goal in the 9th minute, the Tunisia team, they didn't cross our half. We really pressurized them with our 4-3-3 formation that we adopted, that we use. So that means we have 3 strikers up front, because the coach have seen that the problem we have is we are having enough shots, enough goal on target attempts, but we are not clinical. So what he did today was to change the formation to 4-3-3. Okay, I want 3 of you out there in the attack. You play from the midfield, and we will have the other 2 to play from the flank. And if you look at our first goal, it came from the flank.
Yes.
So it was through pass to the flank, and we had a goal. So that shows that the coach, he has what it takes to be our coach. So all this condemnation that is coming because we lost the semi-final, I think it's totally uncalled for. You can't be having everything going good for you all the time. So it's a very good one. So we scored the first goal in the 9th minute. That gave the Tunisian team the pressure. We went to we ended the first half with 1 goal. But when we came, we scored another goal within 10 minutes. So that piled up the pressure on the Tunisia team. This is not a match or a competition that, okay, if I lose, I still have someone else to play. No, you don't have anybody to play again. This is a final, so they have to do what they don't need to defend, because their own formation, they started with 4-2-3-1. The 4-2-3-1 in the sense that they have 2 holding midfielder, they have the 3 supporting striker to support their main striker. So they have to collapse their formation in the second half. They put two people up front for the attack because they are looking for a goal. But we capitalized on that also. We made it 3 and we made it 4. A very fantastic one. I think they should just name this competition after Nigeria. You know the reason why I say this? The competition started in 1977. It has been held 23 times. From these 23 times, Nigeria, we have won the first position, the gold medal, 7 times. Runners up, which is silver, we've won it 2 times, making how many? 9. Then the bronze, with what we did today, we've won it how many times? 4 times. So 13 times for only Nigeria to win gold, silver, and bronze. From the 23 times that this competition has been held between 1977 till date. So that shows that, in fact, I recall vividly between 1983 to 1989, 4 consecutive competitions, 8 consecutive years, we are winning it back to back. We broke that record that nobody has broken in Africa. So when it comes to this, I think we are doing very well. But we need to look for a way to transform our performance, the good work that we are doing with the under 20 to 23 and to the Super Eagles. Most of these players, they should be our future for the Super Eagles.
That's where the problem lies now. In a couple of years to come, these players are supposed to at least graduate to under 23. And then from there, let's see crop of this player in the Super Eagles. But it's always very painful that you hear these names, and in the next 3 years, they may not even make the under 23. Olympics. And the next 6 or 5 years, we won't hear their name anymore. I still remember Chris Santos, Macaulay, and the entire squad of that time. It seems none of them, they are still existing anyway, but their name seems to have gone to oblivion. But right now, if you check the set of Mikel Taiwo, as at that time they play against Argentina, at least up till now we're hearing Messi and all of that. Di Maria. Look at Angel Di Maria. But right now you can't even the Mikel has retired.
Okay, you know the reason why, and that is what Ladan Bosso is trying to avoid. That's what he's trying to avoid by saying, no, I'm not going to this competition with overage players. I'm going with the players within that age so that we can have a future for the Super Eagles. Most of the players at times, they call them 20. When they kick ball, and you hear the sound of that ball, you ask yourself that,
this is not underage.
Because there was a time that FIFA look at it that, oh, come on, these people, they are under 18, they are under 20, they shouldn't be using hand to throw ball. When it comes to throwing, they should be using leg. They did it in one competition. It's like all the throwing was going inside the box 18 for Nigeria. They have to cancel that. We have to cancel that. So what we need to do is what Ladan Bosso has done. Let's have the real under 20. If you are under 20, so that means you'll be between the age of 18 years to 20 years. So that means you still have about 15 years ahead of you. And it's not a model because you are under 20, you must go to under 23 before you play for the Super Eagles. No, from that under 20, at least we can pick 3-4 players from here that should go play in the Super Eagles. That's the truth. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. But we don't really do that. Nigerian football cycle is very competitive. In the morning, we discuss during the morning show rather, we discuss about our professional football outside, the likes of Ademola Lookman, Osimhen, the likes of Terry Murphy, Boniface.
A lot of them.
Just talking about the attackers. So we need a coach that can have two teams, one for the professional, one for the home base, because most of these young boys, they are home base. They can look at Victor Nsova, for example. He has been reigning for like how many years now? And how old is he? And he's looking his age. So that means in the next 6-8 years, he can still continue to serve his fatherland, Nigeria.
That's Osimhen, you mentioned.
That's Osimhen, okay. Sorry. That's Osimhen, for example. So he's still young and he's still doing very well. So we can come to this Flying Eagles also, pick 2, 3, 4 players that we know they have that future, and we do what? We give them the opportunity. Like I said, and I will say it again, I see in Nigeria where we want to play a competition and we do open camp in the 6th geopolitical zone. Now I want to play under 20. The competition is starting in December. Let's start from March. Open a camp, maybe Lagos. I'm just saying hypothetically Lagos for Southwest. We say Kaduna for Northwest. We say Maiduguri for Northeast. We say Sokoto for Northwest. We said maybe Anambra for Southeast. Edo for South. We have it. Open that camp. Tell people to come. I'm going to close the camp in so days. Let's have close to 100 people, 200 people. Let them come in and train. During the training, you screen them out. From there, you get people that you never expected that they can play football and they are doing very well. Let's have that testimony in Nigeria that, okay, after we close the camp, from this open camp policy that we did for 3 good months, it's going to be very intensive. But we can do it. We have the resources, we have the money, we have the people, we have the infrastructure. But we should just have the guts to do the right thing. After we close this the camp, I can bet you we can get another good team that will represent Nigeria, either under 21, under 20, under 23, or even the Super Eagles. That is what we need. And with that, I think we can get it right. That is what other countries, that is what they do. You see some of the countries, you don't even know the players where they play from. But when you see them playing, you say, no, this is a very good player. That is what I think we need to do. We need to start doing in this country. But for the under 20, they did very well. And if you look at the statistic, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Like I said earlier, okay, we started with 4-3-3. So the 4-3-3 shows that, okay, Jude Sunday, and look at all the 3 attackers that he used.
And they all got goals.
All of them scored. So that shows his change, his tactics in the final match, unlike what we had the first, second, third match.
But now I want to call your attention to Chijioke Aniagbo. So in the 27th minute to 28, 29, I saw that place where he really committed a very awful mistakes there. Before that goal that was disqualified, actually counts, that VAR cancelled it. But really, if that goal should have stand by now, it would have been very disastrous, because the first time they got closer to it, he pushed the ball away, he missed the ball rather. The second time, they made the same error. The third time, they scored the goal.
Okay, you know, there's these 3 C's on football that we normally talk about: communication, confidence, and concentration. So he lost the communication between himself and the defender. Because if you look at the first ball, it was a cross ball. It was an across ball, but he doesn't make up his mind. Should I go and punch the ball? Should I go and save the ball? Or should I tell my defender, go for the ball while I stay back? They didn't do that. He pushed the ball and the ball touched a Nigerian player before he got to the Tunisian player. And also, our defenders, you can see about 5 of them, they went right inside the net to block the ball because the keeper has already left his goal post. So the first shot, they blocked it. The second one, they blocked it. It was the third one that they are unable to block that ended. Thank God it was an offside. If not, we are leading only with 1-0 as at that time.
And that will have given them that confidence.
The confidence will have been back that, okay, they scored us, we scored them 1-1, the game is open. I think we're talking about under 20, so you can't say it should be that well experienced, but I'm sure it's going to learn from this mistake that he committed a very serious blunder, and he didn't make the blunder once, twice consecutively. So that is not what it's supposed to be.
Now,
I think it really needs to
talking
work on
about
that.
the goalkeeper there, near Boso, but now let's look at the passes, the balls, the players. Before each goal actually came, I saw, let's take a look at this. Really, they show class here because of the fact that it went straight in. The way the passes came before the goal shows that they really communicated well before this particular goal that was scored.
And if you are a lover of PlayStation, you know what they call true pass.
Of
so
course.
that's what happened. It's true pass that he did. You can see that they communicated very, very well. And the concentration also was there. You look at the keeper is already outside. I have the ball, I have the space. What should I do? Let's make attempt. And that is confidence also. He has the confidence because as a striker, if you don't have the confidence, even a goal that is certain for you, that, oh, okay, this is a goal, but you don't have the confidence that I can score it, or if I score it, people will criticize me, let me pass. So that indecision can cause a lot. But he has the confidence in himself, and he did what? He made the attempts, and it resulted into goal. A fantastic one.
Good one there. Let's go back to the statistics of this particular match. Flying Eagles versus Tunisia. We actually won that game 4-0, courtesy of the likes of Jude and also Ibrahim Mohammed, not forgetting Abdullah there. Well, from the way it is, possession 53-46, duels 110-110, that's the same thing, duel success rate 42-57, area duels 27-27, the same way. In fact, the match was close, but we actually won via all those goals. Successful dribbles, 13-12, fouls, 14-8. Let's look at the remaining part of it. Offside, 5-1, corner awarded, 2-5. And if you look at, let's go back to the name of those players that scored, and talking about the first, that's the graphs now where the first match was played, talking about the first half before the second half. Well, anyway, as it is, looking at the graph that involve the players that played this game, you look at Jude Sunday, Abdullahi and Ahmad at the front, both of them, the three of them getting goals. That shows that Coach Ladambozo saw something. That, okay, these three guys, let me just let them be. We know that Jude Sunday actually came on, Abdullahi, but they were able to do something, score those goals, three of them. And now, previous matches, this is the first match that we were able to score at least four goals, that we have a wide margin of goals in this competition. Yeah. It was only against Mozambique. At least, what do you notice that at least made a difference in this game compared to others?
Okay, the first thing is the coach tactics and the formation. That tells a lot. He went with a formation of attacking formation. And this is the first time in this competition that we'll be having three attackers playing, because he's not playing to draw, he's not playing to lose, he's playing to win. And he has looked at what we've done so far, like the statistic I wrote out earlier on before. we had more shots in each of the game that we've played. Like the one we lost to Gambia 1-0, we had 23 shots. 23 shots, and we have 5 on target, and we couldn't convert any. But today we had 20 shots, less than the 23 we had then, and we scored 4. And why did we score the 4? Because he had 3 attackers that he has trained, lectured, and built their confidence that you can do it. Like the third goal that we showed the other time, you can see the communication between the 3 players that did the through pass. And when it got to Jude, he has the confidence that I can score this because I've scored before, so let me try this, and he did it. So what we're trying to say is the formation of a coach, the tactics of a coach, it plays a lot. This 4-3-3 also can be converted to 4-4-2, can be converted to 4-3-2-1. It depends on what the coach wants. But for this one, what I need is goal. We are lacking goals. We are not scoring goals. We've played 5 matches, we scored only 4 goals, and that is not what we need. That is not what the Super Falcons, the Flying Eagles are known for. Before this competition, when they played the friendly matches, they scored 17 goals in 5 friendly matches. 17 goals in 5 friendly matches. So that shows that goals are just coming in. But unfortunately on this one, the goals are not really coming, and he has to look at it talked to his coaching crew that, okay, the goals are not coming, what do we need to do? This is what we need to do. He did it and he got the result. So the difference is very simple. The coach changed his tactics. The players, they have the confidence, they believe in themselves. The communication and the confidence are very high, and we won the match.
Okay, well, we've been talking concerning the match there. Well, it was a tough one between them, but Nigeria showed class that they really want to win this particular third place. And right now, we can celebrate. We qualify for the World Cup, and also we scooped the bronze medal in this particular competition for the 4th time. And right now, Senegal, Gambia will be fighting for the first place tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. We just have to touch that one briefly. Senegal, Gambia, before we wrap it up.
Whoever winning between Senegal and Gambia, they are winning it for the first time. None of the two teams or two countries have ever won it before since 1977. So whoever wins it is winning for the first time, and whoever came second also is running
a good one.
So it's going to be a very tough match between the two teams, because they have been outstanding, they have been fantastic. They are not there by luck, they are there because they really prepared very well for it. And let's look out for the Senegalese team. This is how their senior team started, and you can see what the senior teams have been doing for the past 10 years. They've been very consistent. Now they are under 20 also, and they're going to pick from this under 20 to join their senior team. And that is what we need as a country also. Not because they are under 20, and after their competition, we'll forget about them. But I'll give it to Senegal. Senegal likely to win the match.
Senegal likely to win the match there. Talking about the flying as the under-20 competition taking place in Egypt. Well, Flying Eagles has really made someone to forget that other two nations are still fighting for honor. Well, Senegal, Gambia for Saturday, when they'll be fighting by 6 p.m. for the final place. But for Nigeria, they can celebrate again for winning over Tunisia. 4-0. Jude Sunday, a brace. You have Abdullahi and also Muhammad Ibrahim making it 4-0 for Nigeria there. We celebrate them for the fact that they were able to do that. Well, we want to appreciate the fact that Flying Eagles didn't just qualify for the World Cup. They at least are coming back home with the trophy.
Yeah, and I remembered what Ladamboso said after the just concluded presidential election. He said that he's coming to celebrate with the president-elect with our qualification to play at the World Cup, and he's not only coming to celebrate with him with the World Cup and ticket, he's also coming to celebrate with him with a bronze medal. I think a very good one for the coach.
Well, before we go, let's look at the fixtures meant for tonight over there in Europe. Let's quickly look at Friday fixtures. Cadiz will be playing against Getafe, FC Cologne against Bochum 1848. You have Inter Milan, Spezia in Italian Serie A. You have Lille versus Lyon. I call that one the Battle of the L right now. Well, those are the 4 matches that will be coming up tonight over there in Europe. Before we wrap it up, I want to appreciate your time coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Adeni. It's my pleasure being here.
Good one. Congrats on Nigeria for winning bronze at the Under-20 AFCON in Egypt. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.